Hello and welcome back to Scale Down Customs. This is going to be part 2 of the Fujimi Ferrari 458 Italia build. I know I haven't posted for a while, but I've been making little bits of progress here and there. Just finished up some detail painting on the interior, finished up some of the accent painting on some of the trim pieces, finished some detail painting on the dashboard. I just need to put in the decals, the instrument cluster. But just finishing up some of that, and then I painted my glass, and then I went to tint the windows, and I got everything masked off, and then I sprayed it with some of this Alclad transparent smoke, which crazed up my glass. So I had to strip all my glass down, remask it, repaint it, mask it again for the sun tint trim, and then my side windows, and then the rear window. So I'm just kind of letting those dry up for now. Alright, I've got my 3 coats of clear on there, and as always I get dust in it and a little bit of fisheye. So we're going to start polishing some of that out, and to do that, for the dust spots and for the rougher spots, I'm going to be using 3000 grit wet dry paper and my 5000 grit polishing pad, and then we'll be polishing that out with some various compounds. Alright, so I got everything sanded down. There's still a couple low spots, but I'm not going to worry about those. I'm going to go ahead and start polishing some of this stuff out. And I'm just going to be using a basic automotive grade scratch removal polish. And I'll be using my close quarters drill. This is way overkill, but that's what I have. And then just a couple of 1-inch sponges attached to the drill. So let's start polishing out all my sanding scratches. Alright, and with a couple of passes you can see the difference, the polished versus the non-polished. So I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of this all polished up, and we'll see you in a bit. All right, so for the rear axle, I can't seem to find the piece that is supposed to be for the kit with the kit. So I'm going to just cut up some of this sprue and maybe we'll just see if we can use this. It's about the right diameter, so I think I'm just going to clean this up a little bit and then maybe try to use this as the rear axle. I might have to paint it too, but let's see if this will work. All right, looks like that might work. So I'm gonna get this to size and then go paint that up, and we'll use this piece. All right, so we're almost done with assembly, but when I was installing the glass, evidently I had a little bit too much static electricity, so of course some of the glue snapped up onto my glass, onto my window. So I need to work on getting that out. And to do that, I'm just going to be using some 3000 grit sandpaper, and I'm going to sand that down and then polish it out like I would on the body. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and be back in a little bit. All right, so I got the glass sanded down and polished back out. Again, I just used a 3000 grit sandpaper, sanded the glue down smooth again with the glass plastic, and then just polished that back out. And as I was doing that, the rear window popped out, so I re-glued that. And as I was gluing that in, I accidentally touched some glue to the side of the car, so I had to sand that down and polish that back out. But just more and more to do. Anyway, so I'm going to keep moving ahead with final assembly. We've only got a couple more pieces to put this car together and be done. So, oh good, I've got some more glue on the side there. Man, I am really struggling with the super glue on this car. Okay, final assembly, and then I'll reassess and keep going. All right, that was a little stressful, but it actually fits really nicely. I'm gonna have a little tiny touch up on some of these corners. It's tough stretching some of these bodies over these chassis, but all right. I've got one more decal on the front and a license plate, and then this thing is ready for the glamour shots. All right, so I finally got her done. I'm gonna get this thing cleaned up, and like I said, a couple of these decals on the front and back, and get it cleaned up and ready for the photo shoot, and that will do it for this build. So thanks for watching, thanks for your patience. This is a nice kit. It came together really nice. The detail on it is really, really good. I'm pretty happy with it. But since I've been handling it so much, I've got a little more polishing to do just to kind of shine up the body a little bit more. But that is a beautiful car, beautiful kit. I am really happy with that, and I'm happy to be done with it. All right, so that'll do it for this build. Once again, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.